What's up, YouTube? This is Naruto Manga 558 prediction, and wow, I just have to say this chapter was okay, kind of like last week's. It was okay. It wasn't too good. It wasn't too interesting. It was just okay. And wow, I'm a little disappointed because a lot of I know how some people complained about how the war was going, but I actually enjoyed some of the fights in the beginning. There were maybe a few that went too slow, but I'm just like, wow, this one, I don't know, it's just missing something. I'm not sure what, but it's missing something. But, to get to how the chapter went, when we saw the Mizukage and Gaara go at it, like they were in the last chapter, the Gaara, had to fight the little Joki Boy Jutsu, and we found out that Joki Boy is like a clone that explodes and reforms and explodes and just keeps doing it all over again, so it's messing up all these different ninja and whatnot. So anyway, to just make the long story short, we saw how Gar had figured out a weakness on how to beat the Joki Boy Jutsu, and because the Mizukage wouldn't help him and whatnot, he asked for Mizukage's help, and he said that he doesn't need his help. That what would they do if they fought a more powerful enemy? Which actually really makes sense because you think about if they can't beat him, obviously probably Kabuto is stronger. I'm not gonna say stronger than all the Edo Tensei people because I really don't think he's stronger than Nagato, but it's possible that he could be. And if they can't even beat the Mizukage who's telling them what to do, then how could they even stand up against Kabuto? So yeah, anyway, he found the weakness. He used some of his father's gold that he left back on the battlefield before he got sealed, and they managed to slow down the Joki Boy clone, and they surrounded it with sand and basically turned it into gold, I guess you can say. I think that's what happened, and melted on it and became solid, and so it couldn't move. So the chapter ended with the Mizukage calling him, I think, golden. He called him a golden egg or something like that, So it was an okay chapter. Obviously, we know he's about to just, get sealed up now and get, since the fight's basically at its own conclusion. But, I don't know, guys. It's just, I'm thinking in the next chapter, now that, the Kage's battle is probably over, I don't think Mu is going to come back. But it's probably either going to go to Kakashi's rampage or it's going to go to Sasuke. I don't think it's going to go back to the Konoha 11. What I mean by Konoha 11 is where Neji and Kiba and all of them are at, or when Ashino and Hinata. I don't think it's going to go to them right now. But I think it may either go to Kakashi, see what he's been doing, and, or we may see what Sasuke's doing. I don't want to say that Naruto and Sasuke are going to fight next. Because originally I was thinking, oh, that may be possible, but I'm like, no, because what would the other ninja be doing on the battlefield? Wouldn't somebody want to go help Naruto if they knew he was going to fight in Sasuke? I'm pretty sure I thought at least that all of them would be occupied in battles while they would be fighting Naruto. Naruto would be fighting Sasuke. Excuse me for that. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I thought, maybe everybody would be fighting somebody and Naruto's just having, a big blowout with Sasuke. Who knows? But obviously, I think Kabuto is going to release that big old Edo Tensei summoning that he's been talking about since the beginning of the war. His little trump card, the one that, scared Madara. So I'm like, okay, so what is this going to be? I've actually been reading on some forum sites, seeing what different people think about this, and I'm just going to share, some thoughts on this about the Edo Tensei trump card, and I'm actually thinking, just what if, it would happen to be the ancestor of the Uzumaki clan, not the Senju clan, not of the Uchiha clan, but I'm talking about. Do you guys remember in a flashback where we saw, where I think it was Naruto's mom was talking about the history of their clan and how they showed the clan's leader, and they showed Hashirama, the first Hokage, standing next to each other. What if it was him? Not Hashirama, but it's the clan leader of the Uzumakis. And, he has to have been powerful. They talk about them having stealing jutsus and whatnot. It could possibly be him. I don't think it's just limited. I don't think Izuna makes any sense. People say Izuna being brought back. I'm like, how can you even... If Sage of Six Paths doesn't make any sense, Izuna definitely doesn't make any sense. Because I used to think Sage of Six Paths... And I may have talked about this in another video, I'm not really sure, guys, but Izuna does not even have his, he wouldn't even come back with his eyes, because he gave his eyes to Madara, and they can't. And it's not like he can just reform his eyes. Like people wonder about Itachi. Oh, well, he had a new pair of eyes. I'm like, that was a little different because he died with his eyes. It's almost like you have to die with that part of your body in order for you to keep it. Think about how Nagato, the way he came back. You know, everybody saw how he came back just the way he died. So Izuna wouldn't have his eyes. But yeah, the war, I could actually see, you know, going back over to, you know, the next fights coming up, I'm thinking going to happen. Especially since it's going to be a color page next week. That's, at least that's what I've heard. It's going to be a color page. I'm thinking it really may be Sasuke, or we may see Kakashi's Rampage. Something, I know we're going to see something big next week. As far as, I'm thinking Lee may actually fight somebody. Does anybody remember Gary? Gary during the when they were fighting the Seven Swordsmen, because Gary, he was the guy that had the blast element or whatnot, and he could blow up stuff with his fists or whatnot. And I'm thinking that would be perfect for Rock Lee to fight. If he fought Gary, I'm like, since Gary seems like he specialized in taijutsu and explosions and whatnot, and, you know, Rock Lee hasn't really had a real good fight in Shippuden. I mean, he probably, I'm not sure if this is filler or not, but I think he fought against himself before once and in Shippuden, but he hasn't actually had been in a fight where he's went all out. And some people don't think there's really much hope left for Konoha 11 to have some fights, but Hizashi hasn't been sealed. Who else hasn't been sealed? Well, we know Tarune was brought back, and he was from the Aburame clan, so that's a fight for Shino. I'm not sure who Kiba could fight, to be honest. We already seen some other Konoha 11 fight. You know, I don't really care for Tenten, so if she doesn't have a fight, personally, me, I don't really care. I know some people want to see what Tenten can do, but she's done little stuff. Kakazu, he's still around, so somebody may fight Kakazu. But, and, you know, yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of chances for different people to fight during this war. I mean, we did see that Daruri's division, they were retreating at the end of their battle. I think at nighttime, I believe. It was at nighttime after Madara came, they were retreating, and Dan was still there, and, you know, all the other people were still there. The only people that we actually had really seen get sealed was Asuma and the Kinkaku and Genkaku. So, yeah, this war, it could go two ways. I could either see Kakashi's Rampage or Sasuke, and I'm like, and obviously I think Suigetsu and Jugo are going to end up joining in this war somehow. I'm like, which would be epic. I would love to see Suigetsu fight against his brother, to see I want to see a real fight with him. I want to see him really go all out, not just him get blown away by Killer Bee like he did before, or I want to actually see him win against somebody, or at least have a decent fight, because I really like Suigetsu. And I wish Kishimoto would show a little bit more of him, but, you know, it is what it is. And I think Jugo is going to fight against Kinemaro, which would make perfect sense to me. So those fights are going to happen some way. I think they will. I don't think Kishimoto is just going to blow all those good opportunities off. I don't know about Chio versus Sakura, because a lot of people think that's going to happen. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't have to. I mean, Sakura, she could fight against. I mean, I don't know who else she could fight against, but, you know, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't be really too excited for that fight, but there's again, I may have mentioned this in another video, this right here, but I think Madara may be heading towards the headquarters of the what do you call that? The lightning, the land of the lightning headquarters. I'm thinking that he may head there, and I'm like, if that happens, you know he's gonna fuck some shit up. So that's just what I'm saying. I mean, I think that's a great possibility that he's heading there. He has this 6 paths jutsu that he got from Pain or whatnot. He has the Rinnegan, Sharingan. He's ready to do some battle with the Kages. And, you know, we haven't seen Tsunade fight any in Shippuden. The Raikage, I want to see him fight again, go all out, because I don't really think he probably went all out against Sasuke or whatnot. So that'd be pretty nice to see. I would love for Dan to fight against Tsunade, but that's probably not going to happen because she's probably not going to go out in the battlefield. But we haven't seen Madara in a long time. And yeah, that's basically my thoughts of what's going to happen. I mean, this war can go either way from now. I said this earlier on in this video, but, you know, I've probably said this like a billion times, but it could go either way. But the most plausible ways to me are Kakashi's Rampage and Sasuke. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. You know, please subscribe, you know, boost up my channel. And thank you guys. See you later.